Ever since I went self-employed, I've been figuring out how to balance between work and life. I split my year between Singapore and Korea, and this weekend, as you're watching this video, it marks the start of my 7 months abroad. Traveling comes with its own money headaches. Do I exchange a lump sum of cash in Singapore and carry it around with me? Withdraw overseas? Which cards gives me the best bang for my buck? That's where a multi-currency wallet like YouTrip comes in. I use it to get the best rates, zero FX fees, and avoid hidden charges, so I can focus on settling in here without worrying about the extra cost. And the good news, you can do the same on your year-end holidays, especially if you're traveling to Japan. Stick around and I'll share with you how to travel smarter and save more. Without further ado, let's dive straight into today's video. Let's go. An upfront disclaimer that this video is done in collaboration with YouTrip, but I'll be showing you actual numbers and how I got to save more with them. I've been using YouTrip since the early days. In fact, if you scroll all the way back, my first few travel videos on the channel was on them as well. And my card is the older version, the OG days, as compared to this is what you'll be getting when you apply it now. Timestamps will be made available down in the description box below, so skip around if you would like to. But first up, let's talk about exchanging cash in Singapore versus withdrawing overseas. Card payments are widely accepted internationally, but in Korea, cash is still essential, especially when you're visiting traditional markets. Some stores set a minimum amount before they accept cards, and most snack stores selling things for just $1 or $2 won't take cards at all, which is pretty similar to Japan. Traditionally, I go down to a money changer in Singapore like the famous arcade at Raffles Place, but here's the thing. Money changers takes a cut from the rates they are offering you. And if you're only changing a few $100s, chances are you'll get an even lower rate. Over the years, I've realized there's a smarter way of traveling. Instead of spending time queuing at money changers, I use a multi-currency card like YouTrip because it not only gives me the best rates but also allows for free overseas ATM withdrawals of up to $400 per month, and anything above and beyond that comes with a small 2% fee. Now, if you see any fees charged at an overseas ATM, that's not from YouTrip, it's from the local bank. I usually think of it like transport fees since it's typically around $2 to $5. For example, when I was withdrawing at a bank in Jeju, there were no fees, but in Seoul, I did get charged 3,600 Korean won, and that's about $3.30. Anyway, don't just take my words for it. Let me show you the numbers and exactly how you can withdraw at an overseas ATM. A money changer at Waterway Point offered me 1,060 Korean won per SGD for a $400 exchange. And if I change $1,000, they told me that the rate improved slightly to 1,080 Korean won per Singapore dollars. On the 8th of October 2025, when I withdrew in Korea, Google's rate for the day was 1,097.96 Korean won. YouTrip actual rate was 1,088.25. Cash Changer, the website I used to take a look at what money changers were offering on that day, was anywhere between 1,070 to 1,090 if you're changing above a certain amount. Withdrawing cash overseas with YouTrip definitely has way more advantages. Number one, you save the time going down to a money changer. Number two, you enjoy better exchange rates compared to money changers. And number three, you pay zero fees. So the plan for myself while I'm here, if I run out of cash, every new month gives me $400 allowance to withdraw for free with YouTrip. It's simply just the smarter way to travel. You might be wondering, why do I only need $400? I'm only using cash when I shop for groceries at the traditional markets. So if you're traveling to Japan, which is pretty similar to Korea, cash is still an essential, and you know that with YouTrip, you can withdraw for free for up to $400 per month. When you're making your withdrawal at an overseas ATM, remember to select savings account and follow through with these steps. So that's for cash withdrawals at an overseas ATM. What about what cards should you be using while you're overseas? Never, I mean never use your regular credit card overseas. You might think you're earning miles or cashback, but if you read the fine prints, overseas transactions often comes with fees of up to 3.5% on top of banks giving you pretty lousy exchange rates. For every $2,000 spent overseas with a regular credit card, you're losing $70. Whereas with YouTrip, you don't lose anything because there are zero foreign currency exchange fees, no hidden charges, and you get access to highly competitive wholesale exchange rates in over 150 countries worldwide. One of my favorite features is the ability to make in-app exchanges for 12 currencies before a trip. This lets you lock in rates in advance. For example, when the Japanese yen was really weak last June, I know it's weaker now, I locked in some yen in advance of my trip to Osaka with my brother in July, and we got so much more out of our Singapore dollars. If you're wondering how does YouTrip compare to other platforms like Wise, Revolut, Instagram, I compared the rates as well. So on the 24th of October around 2 p.m, give or take 1 minute of discrepancy because I do have to change between apps to show you guys. YouTrip and Instagram is the same at 117.7. Wise and Revolut slightly lower at 117.5 and 117.4 respectively. Trust and Marybank, even though you can't exchange in advance, I performed a yen transaction and their rate was 116.28, so still lower than YouTrip. Now, not every currency is available for pre-exchange like Korean won. In those cases, I simply top up my SGD wallet and spend directly with YouTrip, and YouTrip will convert at spot exchange rates automatically. Topping up is super easy. You can do it via PayNow by linking your bank account with a Visa or a MasterCard, or even through Apple Pay. Just take note that if you're topping up via a Visa credit card, there's a 1.5% fee. Personally, I prefer using Apple Pay with MasterCard. It's quick, seamless, and fee-free. The question I get asked the most is, if I have leftover Singapore dollars in my YouTrip account, can I withdraw it back to my bank account? The answer is yes, but only if you topped it up via PayNow or bank transfer. So if this is something you like to do after your trip, just make sure you top up that way and not with a debit or a credit card. Anyway, that's what's been working for me, and it really makes a difference when you're abroad for months. If you're heading out for a trip yourself, YouTrip is worth checking out with zero FX fees, no hidden charges, and best exchange rates. I do have a link down in the description box below. Super quick to set up with SingPass. You'll get $7 on your first top up. If you have any question, as always, leave it down in the comment section below, or if you want to connect a little deeper with the community, I have my Telegram chat. I'll put the QR code over here and link down in the description box below. I hope you found today's video useful. As usual, have a great week ahead, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.